Shit, how I make a movie. Shit, how I making noodles.
You've been with Sony for a while, which is quite impressive because there's a pattern of, and I mean I'm not generalizing with this, but it happens often where an artist signs to a label and after a while things start being weird, you know.
Yeah.
How do you, firstly from your experience, how do you maintain a lengthy relationship like this, and what advice or what lessons have you learned? Because obviously you see what's happening out there where people get into new deals, others leave other deals, while you've just always been consistent in your situation. So from your experience, what are some of the lessons that you've learned from that?
I think most importantly, I almost bet that, is teamwork. Like, so most people would like depend on like the label to kind of like do everything for them. It's like, yeah, here's a song.
Make magic.
I'm not popping. Hey, I'm not popping, man. Why? It's because you weren't involved. You don't know what the plan is, because your plan has to like coincide. You know, if they plan to put you on TV tomorrow, obviously you got to tweet the day before. You know what I mean? Just a small thing like that. But you need to also be involved in like giving them ideas to promoting your music, because it is your music. You know, all they can do is strategize for you. You know, give you a general plan, but you gotta like personalize it, make it your own. You know, so you can be comfortable with it, and it'll roll out like really good. And also just make sure like you kind of like understand everybody that that you work with, because if you don't, it's like it'll be things won't be smooth. Things won't be smooth, because you know, if someone doesn't like someone, the work doesn't really get done. You know,
That's true.
yeah. So you just gotta make sure like you're involved, because people don't like being involved. Think I've made it, or I'm signed. Okay.
You relax.
Also check your deal, man. Check your deal.
Yeah.
Check your deal.
Yeah. What happens when you don't?
You know,
Tell me. It's a safe space.
people like, I won't say people, but just check your deal, man. Check your deal. It's like, you know, just make sure you check your deal. Have someone that you trust who knows like what's this about, you know, and let them advise you before you pen. You know, it's cool to be hungry and be like, you never ever forced to do something. You know, it's just like you too hungry to do it, or you weren't patient enough. You'll find like you've been struggling for like 2 years, and then you're like, I'm impatient. And dude, people struggle for like 10 years. You know? But if you do it right, it's gonna happen right, and it's gonna last you long. But if you're chasing it, you know, 2 years, hey, and then 2 years,
Poof. Yeah. I hear you.
yeah. So people like rushing. Just chill.
And creative freedom in your situation. I mean, how much involvement is the label and your team involved in? Yeah.
Zero.
So you come with the work. You're like, okay,
Yeah, well,
now navy black.
It's like handing in your homework.
I
Hey, teacher,
like that.
here's my homework. It's an A+. I know.
I like
Let's sell
that. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it
All
is.
right. Well, navy black is coming out. Why 13th July? It was supposed to be on
Friday-
the 6th. What's happening?
Friday the 13th.
Why?
It's scary, and it's navy black.
Valid point.
Ah,
Valid
cheesy.
Valid point. But you mustn't do that thing of giving
but-
us
but-
dates
but to
and
be
then
quite
they
honest,
don't
like,
happen.
Things don't always go as like you plan them. You know? So when things do occur, you gotta accept the change, you know, and you gotta cushion it, and everybody gotta cushion it with you. You know, so everybody's cushioning it with me. It's because we dropped another instant grat, Navy, featuring
yeah.
Kobe from Rap Life. He's also very talented.
Which is the single on the album? Because you dropping everything.
You will
Which is the
find
actual
out.
single?
You will find
Also, the
out.
single comes out after the
Yeah,
album.
so right now I'm just like giving like a taste of like the type of music that you'll find on the So Dream Girls, like, you will find something, ladies, you know.
Hey.
You will find something. You know. There's a couple more that's like, you know. There's Turn Up. There's that's like Bioscope and Navy. So, and even them two, it's like different types of Turn Up, because one is faster than the other one. So it's just like, trust me, you will be entertained.
Yeah.
Within these regions, you know. So it's not really, let's not really think of it like, what is the single, you know, just here's the music, let's listen collectively, or like all of it as the whole ensemble, you know, and then you'll find out what the single will be.
You're someone, when you actually just spoke about a single, I just thought about how you're someone who's very patient with the music. I've never seen you as a guy who drops a single now and then tomorrow there's another one and tomorrow there's another one. How do you feel about the speed of music consumption right now, where I'm dropping a song every day as an artist?
Yo, okay, shout out to the Wrecking Crew, because they drop.
Yeah,
Yo.
them too. Shout out to the Wrecking Crew.
I was saying the other day, I forgot who I was saying, to South of VD or Redix. Excuse me, but I was like, what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
He's a rapper. He's got a house. In his house is his studio. He can record a whole song. He's got a producer. After recording it, what must you do with it? Sit with it and listen to it by himself. He's an artist. He's got to show it to the world. So if they're dropping it, it's his job to drop it. Do you say, "Hey, doctor, you have too many appointments. You're working too much."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doctor's working every day. So he gotta work too every day. So that's why they dropping them hits all the time. Just draw. And it's like, if you don't like it, don't like it. Like it. Keep it in your playlist. Grow your playlist. Because it's not like, this is not a song for you to just listen to like one. Like I really encourage people to like start playlists. And my friend Tino does this thing on Mondays where he releases playlists. And it's like, it's dope because you get to learn about different types of music, and you actually learn that music is moods at the end of the day. Like, music is about moods. You know, different playlists bring out different moods, you know. So take all these songs that we drop in, make your own playlists and fit them in. Listen to what's being said. Don't listen with the hype. Oh, woo.
Yeah.
Sing something. Aye, woo.
Yeah.
It's like you're taken by the hype, you know.
But from your honest opinion, do you think consumers are growing with artists? Because, yeah.
I love the new consumers. The new consumers are
Which are the new consumers?
the younger market.
Okay.
Yeah. They on the ball, like, yeah. Like if you the guy, you're the guy. Like,
Okay, but
they'll know your music, they'll know your life, they'll know your personal things. They'll defend you even, you know? As opposed to those who just, oh, that's that guy.
do you think there's space for a new Sliqe with those people that have their person, like you're saying? I know what you're talking about, the Mega Seat Defense Squad, the Wrecking Crew Defense Squad. It's a vibe, I love it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're saying that, you know, we mess with Sliqe, is there space for a Questa or a Aries with consumers like that?
Yeah, there is. Yeah. I mean, Aries has already got the young market, and I feel like Questa's got everybody. You know, from young to old, because there's kids singing that song, his songs, you know, and also there's very old people who love it because it's got quite a feel. So I feel like he's the all-rounder. He's got, I mean, that's why he's selling Diamond, and you know, because he's got everybody, you know. But he's the dark horse, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, moving in silence. But hey, I'm here. But he's really doing great.
Who are some of the young artists that you're rooting for? And I'm cancelling the Wrecking Crew because that's unfair. Obviously, we know you mess with the Wrecking Crew, but who are some of the young artists that are coming up that you like? Okay, let me check.
There's a kid in Durban I picked up on, Ashes Jermaine. I think he's still in school, but like, yo, his drive. I just watch his page like sometimes here and there, and yo, his drive is quite insane. Like,
Yeah.
From a young age, they're already doing moves that like we did at a later stage in our lives, you know. They're already confident with who they are and what they're doing, you know. And I feel like it's because of the information age, like they've been able to learn way quicker than we have. You know, they had access to, you know, the internet way
Yeah.
easier than we did.
Yeah.
So for them, it's like everything is just out there. You know, it's on TV, it's everywhere, in movies. So yeah, I just feel like they've got the upper hand right now. So upper hand in the sense of like the future is bright, but upper hand isn't like, oh no, don't pull out.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
You know, but yeah, I just feel like they should really take it there. And I like, there's a picture that MT posted,
Oh, with the new
Yeah.
age kings.
and it's cool because like that's all different markets.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
One would say, yeah, it's the same market, but it's really
No,
not.
it's not.
It's really not. You
Yeah.
know? And that's how it is like overseas. Like there's artists who can be like ranked the same, but they all have different markets. You know, you can't compare. It's like apples and oranges, you know, but it's fruits, but it's not the same.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And I'm glad we're going that way because before we're all like fighting for like the same pie, and it shouldn't be like that. You know, we should make more pies. So these guys made more pies.
Or share? How do you feel about sharing?
It's cool to share, but make more pies first. We can't all share from one pie.
Yeah.
You know, make more pies, and then we'll open feeding schemes.
Is this with the new generation or with the current?
It's with everyone
With
who's
everyone.
just basically pushing like a new sound, like Muzi, Afrovision. That's crazy. He's crazy. I've met him. We've chilled. We made a beat together. Well, he made a beat in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He had to leave somewhere.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, let me show him off. Hey, let me just
Yeah.
make a beat quickly, and then you guys will just finish it off. Nah. 5 minutes. You're like, damn.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But he's crazy, and he's not really. One would say he's part of the new wave, but new school, different question, you know. But everyone who's just basically bringing a new sound, and that's what Volume 2 also will be about, bringing a new sound of Zonkonko. I think Mark was told
Yeah,
you about
yeah.
Zonkonko, so that's why Navy Black is full of, not full of, but there's a lot of there's a lot of vernacular stories. It's just to capture the real you, in your element. And once I've captured you, I take you to where you belong. Okay, let's go to Zonkonko.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the plan. Man.
Man, I have so many conversations to have with you. But just to wrap up, you speak a lot about the new age, and lately there's been a conversation about the new age and the OGs and the picture you said, MT, Shane, I can't remember who else was on it. Are there gaps in between these different generations of music, and what is the way forward? I'm thinking SA hip hop 5 years from now. Where are all these generations in the ecosystem with the new wave is bringing a much needed refresh on the scene, but then where does that leave the news and the
Thing is
others?
now, it's another debate that one. Because now it's like, how much of the new wave is commercial?
But what is commercial?
What is
Well,
commercial?
let's not talk about
what is commercial.
not in the profitable sense,
No.
right?
What
but
is
what
commercial?
is commercial?
What is
you know?
commercial?
Who says
So,
what is commercial?
Commercial, according to, we don't know who makes all these rules, but anyway, commercial.
Show yourself.
Commercial is you being able to play on radio. It's a radio hit.
TV.
It's gotta have a dope video. It's gotta be catchy. It's gotta catch everybody. You can't really express your views too much. Just keep it like, you know.
Does that translate to gigs as well?
It does. You know. But as long as the thing is, they've got a point, because also those type of songs relate to the general masses. You know, and that's who you're trying to catch. So you can do this one. Cool. Yo, mother. You know, you can do that one. But unfortunately, this one does not bring you the world. You know, it can, it will one day if you stick to it. But if you have that commercial sounding one song, even if it's one, you can do 10 yo and make one commercial, sample it to radio. You know, you can do best of both worlds. You know, it's really not selling out to anything like that. You know, so it's really important to. Sorry for your question.
It's fine. Your question was in terms if the kids are commercial enough. So to say, yeah.
So I just feel like they just need to step it up just a couple of notches.
But do they need to be commercial? Maybe we should come down to their level, or whoever else is.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to ask the whole world now to come down,
yeah.
And that's asking a bit for too much.
You think it's impossible?
Yeah, but in America, like they do it because they fans are all they have access to internet, and they all have PayPal accounts, and for them iTunes is like it's water. You know, it's not a. Do you have iTunes? It's like go get it on iTunes. Oh, okay, clean. You know, they don't think twice about iTunes. It's a normal thing. You know, Spotify is a normal thing. So if they're sitting on like 1 million followers, they're selling 1 million records. That's platinum. Lil Pump, small boy. Ooh, 1 million records, clean. You know, how much money is that for him? He's independent. He managed to get out of his deal. So all the guap went to him. That's why Cole went to Cole went to Lil Pump to say, "Hey man, hey you're a smart
Let's have
boy.
a chat."
You're a smart," because you realize
Let me
that
get into your
you realize
world.
that this small boy, he caught them, and he caught them clean. And guess what? He's smart. All this money, it's his. You know, and you realize that okay, cool. I kind of have to, adjust and fit into what's going on. You know, and that's how I feel the OGs and the young ones should meet, because those OGs have the commercial appeal. So if J. Cole was to feature Lil Pump,
Give me South African examples.
okay, South African example. If AKA was to feature a Reese, clean like that, not succumbing to, but keeping Keenan, but come and let's fit onto, that's brands meeting, that's commercializing, that's the streets, and that's the commercial streets meeting now.
Yeah.
There's great opportunity. Eating from the side. So yeah.
Yeah. Sliqe. This is navy black.
That's what I did here.
Yeah.
I made brands meet.
Yeah.
Mark was featured with Sayari and AKA. Imagine. International feature, best of SA.
Yeah. Clean.
Nice. CV. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing people's reactions. I always wonder how people consume music, and I want to see what the people are saying.
Also like watching that.
About the album, how they receive that. Because if there's one thing I will say about Bakwa, his perspective on sound and authentic South African sound. That for me is something that I feel like a lot of people should own. And it's so important as young people, you and people with a voice, young people with a voice, with influence, to always champion like, you South African, like don't forget. And I like that. So I deeply appreciate that movement that you guys have. I clean.
Thank you. By the way, so, navy black is like.
I didn't ask you that because I think you've explained it so many times. But continue.
To you? Did I say
to all of us? Not in this interview.
Oh, did I say what it is? I didn't say what it is.
You can go ahead. I'm just saying, like, if you're thinking I didn't ask the right questions because you like that.
Okay, but navy blue is a darker version of blue, right? So navy black is a darker version of black. Because this album kind of relates to the greater black people of South Africa, and it's stories and events and things you can relate to as black people. So it's an album by black people for the black people.
Navy Black will be out this week.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. It's going to be out. Navy is already out. So is Bioscope, and so is Dream Girl. There's a lot here. Fully. I heard Fully. And the first thing I thought was also Fully in, because people are going to think the same thing.
Nah, we did that song like 3 months ago.
Yeah. So, yeah. But obviously there are different songs. You'll hear that it's a very different song.
I think it's Fully is a term.
Yeah, it is.
It's a slang used.
And we all ran with it.
Fully.
Clean.
Fully.
Yeah.
Fully. But, yeah, did you hear my ad-libs there? Fully.
You? What? Was that you?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Cause
You-
I said it with conviction.
So you're gonna start rapping, ne? Because that's how it starts. Like, no, it's out if I ad lib and the next thing you're like rapping now.
I should have kept quiet.
Why?
But I mean, just conviction, man. I said
Yeah.
it with conviction, you know, because the idea, Actually, we brought the idea with Fokker. Yeah, he was supposed to be on the song.
And then what happened?
Huh?
And then what happened?
I think he got sick. His voice was bad, and he missed the deadline.
All right. Thank you, Sliqe. Sliqe, saying a lot, but being very you're very well trained. Ne? Are you PR trained? Are you PR trained?
Party trained
Proper.
since birth.
Clean. Very, very trained. Maybe Black the album. Make sure you check it out by Sliqe and Magua.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Broadcast live